Welcome back to ABC General Hospital channel. Today, we will delve into the gripping events unfolding in Port Charles. As the city finds itself on edge, every resident faces life-altering decisions, from dangerous alliances to heart-wrenching goodbyes. We'll explore how relationships are tested, secrets unravel, and new battles emerge. Let's dive in and break down the drama, layer by layer. Cody's recklessness sparks chaos. Mac steps in. We begin at the police station, where Cody Bell finds himself at the center of yet another reckless incident. This time, his impulsive behavior escalated into a full-blown bar brawl, landing him behind bars. Lucky Spencer, who was dragged into the chaos after Cody's ill-timed punch, also finds himself entangled in the mess. Lucky's involvement complicates matters, as Mac Scorpio must balance his roles as both a law enforcement officer and a trusted father figure to Cody. Mac doesn't pull any punches when it comes to dishing out tough love. He reminds Cody that his reckless actions have far-reaching consequences, not only for himself, but also for the people around him. Mac emphasizes that Cody has a family now, a support system he's been longing for. But will Cody finally listen? His history of self-sabotage leaves many questioning whether he can truly turn things around. Meanwhile, Lucky uses this incident as an opportunity for reflection. The chaos of the brawl, coupled with Cody's fiery temperament, prompts Lucky to re-evaluate his own choices. He's been back in Port Charles for some time, but his footing remains shaky. This moment could be the catalyst for Lucky to take charge of his life and establish a clearer path forward. Elizabeth's relentless pursuit of truth. At the PCPD, Elizabeth Baldwin is laser-focused on uncovering the truth about Dex Heller's case and its potential ties to the ever-elusive Cyrus Renault. Her dogged determination leads her to Felicia Scorpio, who initially approaches Elizabeth's inquiries with caution. Felicia knows all too well the dangers of prying into Cyrus's affairs. However, as Elizabeth lays out the pieces of the puzzle she's assembled, Felicia begins to see the importance of her pursuit. Elizabeth's investigation is fueled by a deep sense of justice, not just for Dex, but for everyone affected by Cyrus's ruthless schemes. Felicia, though hesitant at first, ultimately decides to support Elizabeth in her quest. The two women form an unlikely partnership, working together to connect the dots and expose the sinister plot that has kept Port Charles on edge. As their investigation deepens, the tension only escalates. Every step closer to the truth feels like a step deeper into danger. Will Elizabeth and Felicia uncover Cyrus's endgame before it's too late? Or will their determination put them directly in harm's way? Sonny's health crisis, a turning point. Meanwhile, Sonny Corinthos faces a personal crisis that threatens to upend everything he's worked to protect. After collapsing in his office, following a heated argument with Ava Jerome, Sonny is forced to confront the reality of his deteriorating health. Natalia Ramirez, who arrives just in time to find him on the floor, acts swiftly to get him help. Her presence becomes a lifeline for Sonny, who has been stubbornly avoiding the medical attention he desperately needs. Natalia's calm but firm demeanor pushes Sonny to reconsider his priorities. For years, he's put his family and his business ahead of his own well-being, but this latest health scare is a wake-up call. As Natalia urges him to see a cardiologist, Sonny begins to understand the gravity of the situation. His health isn't just his concern, it's the foundation upon which his family's stability rests. However, the challenges don't end there. Brick, Sonny's trusted confidant, warns him that the attack targeting Michael Corinthos could have easily been fatal, and that the real target was Sonny himself. Together, they strategize on how to identify and neutralize the threat. The pressure mounts as Sonny juggles his health crisis with the need to protect his family from whoever is lurking in the shadows. Christina's growing strength amid family turmoil. At Charlie's pub, Christina Corinthos Davis steps into her own spotlight as she prepares for the reopening celebration. Her toast with Lucky Spencer becomes a symbolic moment, highlighting the potential of a Corinthos-Spencer alliance. The event serves as a temporary reprieve from the chaos surrounding the Corinthos family, but Christina's resolve is tested when her mother, Alexis Davis, expresses concerns about her involvement in family matters. Despite her mother's worries, Christina reassures Alexis that she's grounded and focused. She's determined not to let her anger toward Ava Jerome derail her progress. However, the tension between Christina and Ava simmers beneath the surface. Ava's relentless pursuit of custody over Avery continues to be a source of contention, and Christina struggles to stay composed whenever Ava's name is mentioned. The reopening of Charlie's marks a new chapter for Christina, but the celebration is tinged with unease. As the Corinthos family's troubles spill into every corner of Port Charles, Christina's resolve will undoubtedly be tested in the days ahead. Ava and Rick, navigating a fragile alliance. Ava Jerome's custody battle over Avery takes center stage once again as she confronts Rick Lansing. Ava, feeling abandoned and unsupported, lashes out at Rick for what she perceives as a lack of effort on her behalf. However, Rick surprises her with a gesture of solidarity that catches her off guard. His support, though unexpected, provides Ava with a renewed sense of determination. Their alliance remains fragile, built on a foundation of mutual interests rather than genuine trust. Ava's gratitude toward Rick hints at a potential shift in their dynamic, but whether this alliance will stand the test of time, or crumble under the weight of their respective agendas, remains to be seen. Jocelyn's dangerous determination. Jocelyn Jax finds herself at a crossroads as her quest for justice intensifies. During a conversation with Lucas Jones, Jocelyn reveals her suspicions about Cyrus Renault and her desire to take matters into her own hands. Lucas, alarmed by her resolve, attempts to dissuade her. He warns of the potential dangers, emphasizing that Cyrus is not someone to be underestimated. Despite Lucas's warnings, Jocelyn's anger and determination remain unwavering. Her willingness to take risks could have far-reaching consequences, not just for her, but for those she cares about. As the tension builds, Jocelyn's path becomes increasingly perilous. Will she heed Lucas's advice, or will her pursuit of justice lead her into Cyrus's crosshairs? Port Charles on edge. As Port Charles grapples with mounting tensions and intersecting conflicts, the stakes have never been higher. From Sonny's health crisis to Jocelyn's dangerous mission, every character finds themselves at a critical juncture. Relationships are tested, alliances are formed and broken, and secrets threaten to unravel the fabric of the community. The drama unfolding in Port Charles is a testament to the resilience and complexity of its residents. Each character faces their own battles, but their stories are intertwined in ways that highlight the strength and fragility of their connections. Next, we will explore an episode full of intense drama, emotional breakthroughs, and complex relationships in the world of Port Charles. As always, secrets unravel, alliances are tested, and our beloved characters find themselves grappling with choices that could alter their lives forever. Let's dive right in and break it all down. Christina and Lucky, a toast to resilience. We start the story at Charlie's pub, where Christina Corinthos Davis is preparing for the reopening of the cherished community hub. Lucky Spencer, ever the supportive friend, suggests they take a moment to celebrate before the big event begins. He raises a glass and toasts not only their fathers, two men who have loomed large over their lives, but also to their enduring partnership. It's a poignant reminder of how the Corinthos and Spencer legacies are deeply intertwined, often through both triumphs and tragedies. The atmosphere is lively as patrons fill the pub, eager to support Christina in this new chapter. Among the crowd is Cody Bell, who offers his congratulations to Christina but can't seem to mask his own inner turmoil. Maxie Jones, noticing Cody's disheartened demeanor, rushes over to him with her trademark enthusiasm, remarking on the pub's success and inviting him to join their group. Cody reluctantly agrees, though his somber mood raises questions. At the bar, Cody encounters Spinelli, and the two share an uneasy but necessary exchange. It's clear that Cody is struggling to find his place amidst the camaraderie and joy surrounding him. Meanwhile, Jordan Ashford arrives, only to cross paths with Brick. Brick, ever the gentleman, asks to accompany her for the evening, but Jordan politely declines, explaining she has plans to meet someone. She soon joins Isaiah Gannon at a table, where the two share a promising connection. Their conversation is briefly interrupted when Brick exchanges a friendly word with Christina, asking about Sonny's whereabouts. Christina explains that her father isn't present yet, but Brick assures her that Sonny will likely show up soon, as they had spoken earlier. Natalia to the rescue, Sonny's health crisis unfolds. Elsewhere, the stakes rise dramatically as Natalia Ramirez enters Sonny Corinthos' office and discovers him collapsed on the floor. Her quick thinking and medical instincts kick in immediately. Spotting a bottle of pills beside Sonny, she administers one to dissolve in his mouth, effectively stabilizing him. Despite her heroic actions, Sonny protests any suggestion of going to the hospital. Natalia reluctantly agrees, but insists that Sonny cannot ignore his condition any longer. She helps him sit up, offering him water and a stern lecture about the dangers of neglecting his health. Sonny admits to having an undiagnosed heart condition, a revelation that leaves Natalia visibly shaken. She asks him what might have happened if she hadn't walked in when she did. Her concern seems to strike a chord with Sonny, who eventually asks her to call Dr. Gannon using his phone. Natalia obliges, but her worry for Sonny lingers, highlighting the growing bond between them. Jason's compromise, a path to unity. Meanwhile, at the hospital chapel, Jason Morgan arrives with a proposal that could resolve the ongoing custody battle over Willow Corinthos' children. Jason outlines his plan: the children can remain in the gatehouse, and Willow can move back into the Quartermain mansion. The arrangement would provide a familiar and stable environment for the children while ensuring Willow remains close to them. Drew Quartermain, however, questions whether Tracy Quartermain is aware of or would agree to such a compromise. Jason, ever the optimist, insists he can persuade Tracy to see reason. Willow, torn between her desire to end the conflict and Drew's warnings, agrees to the plan, but only if Jason can secure Tracy's approval. After Jason leaves to negotiate, Drew turns to Willow with a word of caution. He reminds her that the Quartermains are known for their manipulative tactics and warns that they may exploit any opportunity to wrestle control away from her. Willow, emotionally drained, expresses her deep longing for her children to return to a safe and familiar environment. She explains that her priority is their well-being, even if it means placing her trust in Jason's ability to broker peace. Drew, though skeptical, promises to stand by her and protect her from any potential fallout. Tensions mount, Isaiah and Jordan interrupted. Back at Charlie's pub, Isaiah and Jordan's budding connection is interrupted by a sudden call from Natalia. Isaiah, always dedicated to his medical profession, apologizes to Jordan and explains that he must leave to attend to an emergency. Despite the abrupt end to their evening, Isaiah expresses his desire to meet again, leaving the door open for their relationship to develop further. Jordan, though slightly disappointed, understands the nature of Isaiah's work and wishes him well. The interruption serves as a reminder of the unpredictable nature of life in Port Charles, where even the most promising moments can be derailed by unforeseen events. Carly, Willow, and Michael, a mother's determination. At the heart of this emotional episode is the ongoing struggle to determine the best course of treatment for Michael Corinthos. As Michael lies in his hospital bed, sedated and in immense pain, Carly Spencer takes on the responsibility of facilitating his care. When Portia Robinson informs the family that Michael can briefly be awakened to make a decision, Carly volunteers to be the one to communicate with her son. In a deeply emotional scene, Michael is brought out of sedation, his pain evident in every labored breath. Carly gently asks him to choose between receiving treatment at Johns Hopkins or traveling to Germany for cutting-edge care. Despite the agony he's experiencing, Michael manages to articulate his choice: Germany. Before slipping back into unconsciousness, he musters the strength to ask one more question: where's Sasha? Sasha's role, a beacon of hope. Jason is tasked with tracking down Sasha Gilmore, who has been a source of comfort and support for Michael in the past. Sasha, who is grappling with her own challenges, finds herself caught between her desire to help Michael and her uncertainty about the future. Her bond with Michael has always been profound, and his call for her underscores the depth of their connection. As Sasha prepares to visit Michael, she reflects on her own journey and the ways in which their lives have intersected. Her presence at Michael's side could be the key to providing him with the strength and hope he needs to face the challenges ahead. Port Charles, a city on the brink. As the episode unfolds, the various storylines intersect to create a tapestry of drama, resilience, and redemption. From Sonny's health crisis to Jason's efforts to unite the family, every character is navigating a complex web of relationships and conflicts. The stakes are higher than ever, and the decisions made in this episode will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences. We begin with a tense confrontation at Sonny Corinthos' office, where Dr. Isaiah Gannon has arrived to assess the mob boss's deteriorating health. As Natalia Ramirez stands by, Sonny reluctantly recounts the series of events that led to his collapse. He admits to delaying his medication after an argument with Ava Jerome, not wanting her to know about his condition. This decision, combined with the stress of their heated exchange, left him clutching his chest in pain before eventually collapsing. Natalia explains how she found him unconscious with his pills beside him, and acted quickly to administer one. Her quick thinking likely saved Sonny's life, but Isaiah is less than impressed with Sonny's cavalier attitude toward his health. The doctor sternly warns him that these pills are not a permanent solution and urges him to seek proper medical attention. When Sonny refuses to go to the hospital, Isaiah delivers an ultimatum: Sonny must stop treating Isaiah as his go-to in a crisis or face the consequences of his reckless behavior. In a surprising twist, Natalia offers to stay with Sonny overnight to ensure he isn't left alone. Her offer is both compassionate and practical, highlighting the growing bond between the two. As Isaiah departs, his frustration is palpable, but Natalia's presence brings a sense of calm to an otherwise chaotic situation. Sonny, though visibly uncomfortable with his vulnerability, reluctantly agrees to let her stay. Cody's spiral, a celebration, turns sour. Meanwhile, at Charlie's pub, what begins as a festive reopening celebration quickly descends into chaos. Lucky Spencer, ever the peacemaker, steps in to diffuse tensions after Cody Bell's erratic behavior threatens to ruin the evening. Cody's frustration boils over as he confronts Damian Spinelli about the dating site and its massive breach of privacy. He accuses Spinelli of living a cushy life and demands $75,000 to keep quiet about the site's questionable practices. Spinelli, shocked by the audacity of Cody's demands, reminds him of their close ties and asks if he has any shame. Before the argument can escalate further, Maxie Jones intervenes. She tries to mediate, but Cody's anger gets the better of him. When Spinelli walks away, Cody lashes out, punching Lucky in a fit of rage. The pub erupts into chaos as patrons scramble to break up the fight. After the dust settles, both Cody and Lucky are nowhere to be found. Maxie, deeply embarrassed, apologizes to Christina Corinthos Davis for Cody's behavior and resolves to help him before it's too late. She confides in Spinelli, expressing her belief that Cody is in serious trouble and needs saving, even if it means putting herself in harm's way. Martin's revelation, a family's dark secrets. At the bar, Lucky and Elizabeth Baldwin spot Martin Gray and hatch a plan to gather information. Lucky engages Martin in conversation, steering the topic towards Cyrus Renaud and his suspicious behavior. Martin, unaware of their true intentions, opens up about his brother's obsession with visiting patients at Turning Woods. He shares a chilling account of their mother's deteriorating health and Cyrus's controversial decision to let her go without extreme measures. While their mother survived, the incident left a lasting rift between the siblings, as she later gave Martin sole decision-making power over her care. Martin theorizes that Cyrus's actions are rooted in a twisted sense of morality rather than malice. He explains that Cyrus genuinely believed he was releasing their mother from suffering, though his methods and intentions remain questionable. This revelation sheds light on Cyrus's motivations and raises new questions about his endgame. Before leaving, Martin receives a text and excuses himself, leaving Lucky and Elizabeth to ponder the implications of what they've learned. The conversation deepens their resolve to uncover the truth, no matter the cost. Christina's big night, a moment of triumph amid the chaos. Back at the pub, Christina is determined to make the reopening a success, despite the disruptions. She thanks Brick for attending and reassures him that Sonny's absence doesn't diminish the importance of the event. Brick, ever the loyal ally, offers his support and promises to keep an eye on the situation. Christina's resilience shines through as she navigates the challenges of the evening, proving that she is more than capable of carrying on the Corinthos legacy in her own way. Lucky, bruised but unbroken, returns to the pub to rally the crowd. He raises a glass to Christina, praising her determination and strength. Together, they toast to new beginnings, vowing to overcome any obstacles that come their way. The moment is a testament to the unbreakable bond between the Spencer and Corinthos families, even in the face of adversity. Spinelli's dilemma, a crisis of conscience. As the celebration continues, Spinelli finds himself grappling with Cody's accusations and demands. He confides in Maxie, expressing his frustration and fear over the situation. Maxie, ever the optimist, encourages him to stand his ground and not let Cody's threats derail his progress. Their conversation underscores the importance of trust and loyalty, even in the most trying times.